Okay guys, we are back today at this house here. This is in, where are we at here today? This is in Horseshoe Bay. And we have been here. I came out here before and showed you guys this place. It's a big driveway. Alfred is up top there doing something. I'm not sure what he's doing up there because he doesn't have any hoses, but I'm gonna take this hose up there to him because he's probably trying to connect a couple of the gray hoses that do not really connect. So I'm gonna take y'all with me up here. We're gonna go see what Alfred's doing. Maybe we'll catch him in the middle of a nap or something. I don't think Alfred's taking a nap. He's getting up in age, but he's still working. He has took a licking, but he's still ticking. And there he is. He's not taking a nap. He's hard at work, surveying the landscape is what he's doing.
Already treated out.
Pointing out he's up here treating the oil spots with the LA Totally Awesome. Here's the blue hose.
Yes,
I had to hook this blue hose up first.
yes, sir. That's what I was waiting on.
So there's that. I took the other hoses down there and put them by the other machine.
Okay.
And so what we got here, Alfred has treated, got an oil stain here. He brought the brush up. So we'll put some of this Totally Awesome down on that oil slick. See if we can get that up with a brush and some LA Totally Awesome. The rest of this stuff, these tire tracks, now I'm gonna show y'all something. And I know you can see this, and I've shown you this before at other properties that we've cleaned. These marks, these little pencil line looking marks, this is the sign of someone who don't know what they're doing out here trying to pressure wash and clean this driveway. And I'm not gonna say that this person, I'm not gonna say things like dumber than a box of rocks or, anything like that, but you gotta wonder what this person was thinking, if they thought for 1 minute they were gonna clean this driveway with a pencil thin width. The width of what they're cleaning is pencil thin. You would be here literally for 5 years. You would never get it done. And the only thing you can accomplish in doing this, and this is, I'm not putting anybody down who wants to DIY things. If you want to DIY things, but not this. Call us. We'll come out and do a good job for you. We'll give you a fair price. But don't destroy, because we can't fix this for you. Once you come out here thinking you're going to DIY this, I can do this myself. No, what you can do is you can damage this surface so that it will never, ever look good again. This will never look the same because we can't repair this. So please don't do it. Just call us and let us bring a whole truckload of equipment. People think they're going to go out to Lowe's or Home Depot or Ace Hardware or something and buy a pressure washing machine and they can do it themselves. Well, you know what? Look at that. Look down here. You see that cargo trailer right there? We bring an entire cargo trailer full of equipment to these jobs because we never know any given job what piece of equipment we're going to need. So we have a crap load of it and we bring it to every job. Some things, like in this job right here, we won't need those extension poles. We won't need the spiderweb removal tools. But the next job we go to, we may need those things. So we bring a whole cargo trailer full of equipment so that we are prepared to do any job that you have for us to do, and we have the equipment to do it the right way. Folks who think they're going to DIY, and just look at that. Look at this. It's all over the surface. These little squiggly, pencil thin lines. This person didn't have brains enough to say, okay, this ain't working, let me stop because I'm ruining this concrete with these little squiggly lines. They never have sense enough to just stop it and say, okay, let me call someone who can do this the right way because I'm messing it up. I'm screwing this up. They never do. They always continue. It always amazes me. Look at this. Look at the damage here. Look at the damage they've done. And I'm not saying the owner of this property did this. I don't know who did this. All I know is they didn't have sense enough to stop doing it when they could clearly see. I mean, I clearly see all of these. Oh, man. And it's a shame because this could be, if they had called us in the first place, and here comes Alfred with the big surface cleaner. There he is with the whoop whoop. So it always amazes me. They never have sense enough to stop. They keep doing it. They double down and they just keep doing it, making these scars all over the driveway. And this could be such a beautiful driveway. If they had called us in the first place and had us come out and clean it the right way with a surface cleaner, and first of all, treat it with the chemical that you're going to use, surface clean it with that machine right there, and then rinse it. And then what they ought to do with this is have us put a sealer on this so that it's protected against these cracks that you see, those cracks along the surface there. There's several reasons for that, but a sealer would help prevent that. Anyways, and these tire tracks, all these tire tracks, a sealer on this driveway would prevent all those tire tracks from being so prominent, so visible. Anyway, we're gonna get started on this thing. Stick with us. We will keep you all updated as we go. Just want to show you guys a little bit of this action here. I think you can see all the dirt coming out from underneath this surface cleaner. This driveway may not have looked really dirty, but you can always tell once you go over it with this surface cleaner by the amount of dirt that you see coming out from underneath the surface cleaner. All that dirt is coming from the surface. So it was pretty dirty under here. And you can see the line where I'm cleaning. Hopefully you can see that. I hate seeing those pencil lines on a surface because it just, it never had to be that, that never had to happen. But you can see the surface cleaner doing a great job. Surface cleaner doing a great job as always. I think I'm out of gas. How can I be out of gas? I checked that gas and it was pretty full. I don't get it. This looks like I'm out of gas, Alfred.
Yes, sir. Coming up.
Okay, so just trying to show you folks here what it looks like as Alfred is using the surface cleaner and I'm using the wand to get up these tire tracks like this. So I'm working on the tire track with the wand as Alfred goes by with the surface cleaner, and between him getting up the general dirt with the surface cleaner, as you can see the line of dirt over there, and me working with the wand to go behind him and get the tire tracks up, this is very effective way to clean this driveway and remove all the tire tracks as we clean this surface. We want to try to get as much of this tire tread off of this driveway as we can. So this is the best way to do it. We treated it, and now Alfred's going over it with the surface cleaner, and then I will come behind him with the wand and go over these tire tracks to try and remove all of those. And it's a good system. Works real well. Now I'm using one hand to do this, and I gotta tell you, kicking my butt. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording so I can get to work. So we got Alfred on the surface cleaner, the big surface cleaner, and he's working his way down the driveway here. I just want to show you guys real quick. If you recall all of the tire tracks that were on this parking area up here, you look now, and they're pretty much gone. They're pretty much gone. You don't see all those dark black tire tracks the way you did when we got here. So nobody can tell me that we have not done a good job of cleaning this driveway. What I'll tell you who did not do a good job on this driveway were the people who poured the concrete. First of all, they spilled some epoxy that they put in the garage. They spilled some epoxy out here on this driveway, and then they didn't even bother to clean it up. Look, if you're gonna spill some epoxy on a driveway where it doesn't belong, okay, fine, clean it up. Clean it up now. Don't let it sit there for 5 minutes, because it's gonna sink in. You'll never get it out. But this oil stain here, we got it up as good as humanly possible. I don't think that oil stain is gonna come up any lighter than that. But all those tire tracks, and you can look and tell me if I'm wrong, but we did a good job of cleaning this driveway. Who didn't do a good job are the people who poured this concrete. Look at all these cracks. This is a new driveway. You see this crack? See this crack right there? Right there. Now this crack belongs there. That's to relieve the pressure between these blocks. But they didn't make a big enough crack in between, and that's why you have all these little cracks where this driveway is cracking to pieces. You're not supposed to have all these cracks like this. The only cracks you're supposed to have are these ones here. But they have to be wide enough so that you don't get these ones. So I don't know who is responsible for pouring this concrete. I wasn't here when that was done. But this is some of the shoddiest work I've ever seen. And then they got a pressure washing machine and put a red tip on the damn thing and proceeded to ruin the concrete by putting these permanent markings where they don't belong. I mean, I don't know what this person was thinking, what he was smoking, what he was drinking. Anyway, and here, look at this. You got the crack here that's supposed to be there, but then you got this other crack here that does not belong. That don't belong there. And this driveway next door doesn't have all those cracks in the concrete because they made the cracks in between wide enough to relieve the pressure. Over time, as this concrete settles, it's going to have to relieve some pressure. But this little crack right here is not going to cut it. That's why you have all these cracks. And this is a new driveway. This should not be. They need to have this whole thing redone, in my opinion, or at least, at the very least, resurface it. So we got Alfred over here. What you say, Alfred?
Whoop, whoop.
All right. There's the classic Alfred whoop whoop.
Right. You're lying right there.
Yes, sir.
It's working like a champ.
Yes, sir. It's coming clean.
It's coming clean.
Looking good, Alfred. I'm gonna follow right behind you with the pressure wand, with the wand, with the orange tip on there to sweep all this stuff on out behind you.
Got it.
All right, sounds good. Let's do it.
We're on the road.
Yes, sir. And Alfred is getting on down the hill with this big surface cleaner here, doing his thing. And as you can see that line of cleanliness right there, separated from the darkness. You can see how good a job he's doing. Alfred is worth his weight in gold. Yeah, he's doing a good job, though. And those tire tracks are even coming up down here with the surface cleaner. There's just a little bit of remnant of a tire track right there. But I will pick up the old trusty wand right there and remove that. I'll get that up off of there. So yeah, Alfred's doing a good job getting it up. Guys, so we got Alfred over here by the truck. He's dog tired, man. Look at Alfred. Look how tired he is. Look this way, Alfred. Show him how tired you see. Man, Alfred is tired. He dog tired. but we're wrapping it up about 2 o'clock. Actually, I'm being I'm just joking. We're not really that tired. We're off at 2 o'clock. Normally we work our butts off till like 6, you know, at least 5 or 6. So to be off at 2 is
Blessing in disguise.
it's a blessing, and it's a welcome change of pace for us. So, but here's the driveway. Now I'm going to show y'all. You remember before on this driveway, all the tire tracks that were on this thing. Now you can see also that it's still a little wet in spots, little spots that are still drying. But for the most part, the driveway is dry. And all those tire tracks that you saw at the beginning, they're gone. They're gone. All those tire tracks are gone. And what we have left is basically just a clean driveway. This little oil spot can come off a little bit, but you know, I'm not going to try to do a lot of oil spots, removing a lot of oil spots, because that's just, once oil spots get set, it's very, very difficult, darn near impossible to get them off. And we didn't get paid enough for this job to sit out here all day trying to remove oil spots, oil stains that have been set in for probably a year. But look at all the tire tracks that you don't see anymore that were here. This thing was full of tire tracks, dark tire tracks, and they're all gone. You can see a little remnant of them, but for the most part, this thing is clean. This baby's clean. Very nice, very nice. The only thing is this here that the owner was worried about, but that's epoxy, man. You know, pressure washing is not going to get that off of there. There was some like concrete topping, whatever they put on the top of the concrete, top coat stuff. Over here, it was like a coat of concrete that was over it, but you see that also came up. Looks a lot better than it did, and this thing's looking really nice. This driveway is looking really good. I'm very, very happy with the job we did here today. This is very good. So with that, we got Alfred down at the bottom of the hill sending up smoke signals. He's doing his little well, what do you call that? I don't know. It reminds me of like a Gumby pose or something. But there's Alfred. He's securing the perimeter down there so that we got the cone in the middle of the driveway so nobody drives up here and puts more tire tracks on it. And that is it. We are done for the day at 2 o'clock.